A little while ago, we got My Little Pony Winter Wishday, and a lot of people have their own views on it, but today I'm here to show my view on it. So let's not waste any time and let's get straight into it.
It's a special time that we all hold.
So let's instantly start with the animation. The animation I feel like is a lot more smoother, but it's a lot more quicker. I kind of like it because it gives it more character and it looks interesting. But there's not too much to say about the animation. They haven't changed it too much other than making it smoother and quicker. But it's definitely an improvement from Chapter 1 and Chapter 2.
So come on, every pony, time to spread.
Now, let's talk about the music. There isn't too much to say about the music. All three of the songs are actually really good. I enjoyed them when they came out, and I think I'll enjoy them for years to come.
Cheer! All this dancing and this prancing.
Now, let's talk about the characters. So when we go to Grandma Figgy's house, we actually see Argyle in one of the pictures, and they actually talk about how Argyle used to go to Hitch's house every single year to celebrate the holiday traditions. That's really cool. You get to see a little bit more about Argyle, and we didn't really get to see that much about him because he died in the movie. But we get to see Alphabetto again, so that's cool. And he was just like how he was in the movie. At least they're keeping it consistent. Oh, and look, there's Onyx too, with the whatever his name is, playing the drums. Oh, and look, it's Thunder and what's his face name, whatever. They're still as clumsy and cute as ever. I just love seeing the interactions between these two characters because it's just so funny. It was one of the highlights in the special, and I hope we get to see more of them some other time. Me personally, I honestly think that Grandma Figgy has potential as a side character. Not as a character, but I think she'll be a good character to kind of fill in the history of what happened between G4 and G5 as kind of like a bridge to like fill in the gaps that we missed. So yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with Grandma Figgy in the future if we ever see her again. But other than that, there's not much more to say about the characters. I really need to go over, and yeah, let's move on to the story.
The wishing tree and a little bit.
The story starts out with Sunny wanting to celebrate Winter Wishday with all of her friends and watch the wishing star fly over Maritime Bay. Oh, and to answer the question of how long one moon is, I think they actually give us an answer, which is 1 moon equals 1 year, because in the special, Sunny says, "and a happy new moon." And in the original song, it says, "have a happy new year," implying that 1 moon is 1 year. So 1 moon equals 1 year. So there's conflict between the characters. Every pony has their own stuff they want to do with their family. So they have to make sure that they go and do all of it. So the ponies decide to make a plan to try to get everything done. So they're gonna go to Hitch's grandma's house, to Bladderwood, and to Zephyr Heights. So that's gonna be cool. And also there's snow in Maritime Bay. So interesting to see. They take the Maelstrom to go everywhere. The Maelstrom is apparently an old tram car from behind the factory, you know, that old Canterlogic factory. And the Maelstrom is turned into the Maelstrom by magic, apparently. Let me tell you something. So Zip and Izzy actually made the Maelstrom in one of the Tell Your Tale episodes, but in this special, they act like they had just seen it. So it's a conflicting story era between Tell Your Tale and Make Your Mark. And I really want Tell Your Tale to be canon. From what we are seeing, Tell Your Tale is canon. But if they keep this up, might as well just say Tell Your Tale isn't canon. So they first flew to Grandma Figgy's house and sung a song on the way, which isn't too bad, as I said in the music section. Once they got there, Hitch says that his grandma is very particular about how they spend the holidays, but we learned that it's just Hitch being very particular about how they spend the holidays. Anyway, in Grandma's house, they have hot cocoa, they make gingerbread houses, and they read a story. Oh wait, never mind. Side note, Hitch's baby pictures. Also, Canon T6i. I don't know, it's a camera, but it looks so much like a regular camera. Also, these ponies are just suddenly amazing at making gingerbread houses. Keep this up and they're going to be making millions from this art. Forget main melody, forget the slushy stand, just make art and get millions from it. More importantly, the tree on Figgy's book looks very similar to the Tree of Harmony. Theory, anyone? After that, they fly to Bladderwood and Izzy gets some gifts for her friends. After that, they head off to the main part of Bridlewood. Is it just me, or does Izzy's house look a lot like the Young Six's treehouse from Friendship is Magic? Another theory? The main five have a few interactions with the characters from the movie, and there's a little conflict between Izzy and Alphabetto because of a game of charades and stuff. And spoiler alert, Izzy loses and she has to give up one of her ornaments, but surprise surprise, she has a second one, because everybody just randomly breaks out into a game of charades, and yeah, because that's normal. First of all, Izzy gives up on that game of charades very easily. Also, why would she do that game in the first place? Another note, does the phrase Frosty Shivers get really annoying to you? Because it does to me. After that, the ponies fly to Zephyr Heights, but are caught in a snowstorm. They could have had some creative solution to fix this problem, but nope, they just have to use magic. Anyway, once they get there, Zip and Pip go shopping, but on speedrun mode, with their mother, Queen Haven. And the rest of the ponies go to the VIP lounge and just chillax for a little bit. Hey, they fixed Zip's face. If you didn't know, there's a screenshot where Zip's face is kind of, I don't know, how do you put it, destroyed? I mean, it was just an animation error. But in this scene, they fixed it, so that's cool. Also, these ponies are so stupid in this scene. Like, these presents are obviously just props. I don't know why they think that's for them. I don't know. They got something. Also, who in the right pony mind would add 3 more songs to a concert the day of the concert? Like, if I had a concert and my course teacher added 3 more songs onto it the day of it, I would just leave. I would just straight up just leave the auditorium or something. Fast forward a little bit, and we get to see the concert where they sing the second song of the special. Yay, more songs! Me literally at 3 AM watching the special. Yes, I stayed up that late to watch it, don't judge me. Oh god, the Simps are here. After the show, the ponies rush home to see the wishing star, but are stopped by not being able to find the midstream because of the snow. And guess what they did? They wished their problems away. So yeah, I guess the lesson is just wish your problems away. Hold up, in this scene, the midstream is to the side of the doors to Zephyr Heights, but in this scene, the midstream is in front of the doors. Continuity errors, by yours truly. After wishing to get back home, they also figure out that the term Frosty Shivers is an ancient spell used to make snow, so the ponies must go tell the unicorns to basically shut up and to say Warm Wishy Hoof instead. Okay, first of all, how did Izzy know that that term would work as a spell to warm up winter? Like in G4, it takes the highest skill to even just make a spell, and Izzy just does it cause why not? Like, that seems so stupid. And what's his face has to play the drums every single time Onyx talks. Like if he keeps playing it, he's gonna break the drums, or worse, even break his hooves. I don't know if it's just me, but it irritates me so much. But at the end, the ponies eventually get home, and just in time to see the wishing star. Talk about cutting it close. The story ends with the main 5 plus Sparky watching the star fly over the lighthouse. Oh, and Magic doing weird stuff as well. Well, now that I caught you up with the entire story, here are my thoughts on it. First of all, they don't mention Opaline or Misty at all in this special, which honestly I think is good. They should just leave them out for this special, because it's not really focused on building up on the story. It's mostly a special for just entertainment for the Christmas holidays. And I think this special has a cool but simple story. It's not too complicated, but it's not too simple. It's boring, but it's simple enough just as a good thing to watch. And I thought it was interesting that each pony has their own names for the winter holidays, yet even though they are united again, they still choose to use their own names, which I think is kind of cool. But I have to say that the writing isn't as convincing when it comes to emotions and like just selling the story. There's definitely some improvement needed, but I think it was just good for this. I enjoyed it. It's cool that Frosty Shivers actually plays into the story somehow. But Magic solving all the problems annoys me. Like, why can't they do something different? Like something unique? It's just really irritating. It's another thing that I wish they would have just changed and spent more time on it. Now obviously there's no interesting plot in the special. Again, it's really just here for entertainment and just something for the pony fans for the Christmas holiday. So I didn't really expect much going into it. So the fact that the plot is boring is not a big issue to me. I still wish they would have done some things differently. And another thing that really annoys me is that In this scene, Queen Haven said that they were going to give a history on the holiday, but it's just a song. I was actually really excited to see something, but the fact that they didn't have it there is really annoying. But at the end of the day, I think the scene at the end was probably the best part of the special, because it was just really nice and really wholesome. That at the end, it's just all the characters learning that the holidays isn't about giving gifts to people and receiving them. It's about spending time with family and friends. And I thought that was really nice. So in summary, I think that this special wasn't too bad. There was obviously some ups and downs, which I think that could have been resolved in one way or another. But I think for the most part, it was a really good special. It was not as good as the Best Gift Ever My Little Pony special from G4. And if you haven't seen that, you should definitely go see it. It's a really good one. It's leagues ahead of this special, and I think you should really go see it. But for those of you who just want a simple story with not much to it, and just some good times for laughs, and just want to see your favorite ponies go and spend the holidays together, then I think this special is just for you. I think my overall rating would be a 7 out of 10. And it's not too bad, but it's not the best. That's basically everything I have to say. So this is Diamond Dolphin, signing out until next time. Behoof.
Like and subscribe.